2025. And we do take a minute at the end of each semester to try to recognize the outstanding work of our students, the teaching excellence of our faculty, and all the support we receive from our partners and supporters here on campus and out in the extended community. So we want to start with, this is our faculty here, and I'm joined today by Dr. Feldmeyer, by Dr. Hardy. I think we're going to have Dr. Given in a few minutes. He's got class. I think he's got class. There he's teaching. That's a pretty good reason for missing the award ceremony. And I do just want to quickly let everybody know that since 2013, Dr. Feldmeyer and I have started a philosophy club. And through that, we started all kinds of things, including some Fulbright scholars who've come to join us in 2016 and 2019. And in 2023, that's our friend Vladimir Narcia. And the faculty tries to remember that we've been doing this a long time. We've been teaching philosophy at St. Philip's for over 50 years. And so we do try to recognize the quantum members, the people that have gone before us. I was telling Marie on the way in that one of our roles as a philosophy faculty is to be the honor guard for people that have come before us and to remember their contributions. That includes Dr. John Travis. He retired in 2013, was named our first ever professor emeritus of philosophy. But that was after a good long career here. And I mentioned the philosophy club. That's kind of the starting place for a lot of the activities. We're a very active group. And we've done a lot of things over the last 12, 13 years, including the philosophy club. We have an ethics bowl team. Let's see if I can move this down here. There we go. And they've competed here in San Antonio, at Texas A&M San Antonio, at St. Mary's University. We hosted the ethics bowl here at St. Philip's College. And but we've also traveled. We've taken that same group to Utah. We went to Weber State University. This was in Chicago. We were up at the Palmer House Hotel in Chicago, which was lovely. And we've taken our students from the philosophy club out on field trips. We've seen lectures at Trinity University. We went to the St. Francis Wolf Sanctuary near Houston in Montgomery County. And so we've done all kinds of things, and we had to adapt from COVID. We started to try to do things online when the whole world switched to online, which we did in the spring of 2020. We wanted to stay active, so we invited speakers to come and to give lectures online. We were involved in-house with our quality enhancement plan, which was about critical thinking and ethical decision-making. And so the philosophy faculty had a role as kind of consulting experts on these things for the whole college. And one thing, which I'm sorry Dr. Given's not here for us, he's in class, as we mentioned, but he and one of our colleagues, Kelly, are active now with the Intercollegiate Civil Disagreement Partnership, which is a mouthful, but it turns out that it's been a great way for students in small cohorts to learn more about how to have civil disagreement with our neighbors at a time when things are stressed and partisan. And we know that those skills are needed here in our academic community, in our larger San Antonio community, and across the country. So it's one of the ways we're trying to address that. In fact, there they are. This is when the team had gone up to the Prindle Institute for Ethics to do some training as part of the ICDP. So that was them having fun this past summer. All right, so we do want to get to that's a little bit about the department that's giving the awards. We want to start, though, with the Teaching Excellence Award. And as I mentioned, we have a long history of great professors that have taught here over the past 50-odd years. And one of them, Clinton Dunnigan, was a former chair of the department and was a professor here for a long time. And I'm pleased, this is a great photo of Clinton there. I'm pleased that we're joined today by his wife, Pam Dunnigan, who teaches at our sister school, Northwest Vista College. So Pam, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking at that picture thinking we've been married 42 years and I never saw him with that much hair. So I like the picture, but thank you so much for letting me be here.
Well, you're more than welcome. There's some more hair. Look at that guy. Look at that handsome
I
devil.
gotta tell you,
Well, and we are glad that you could come. And would you just say a word or two about Clinton and as part of accepting this award on his behalf, which is here, and I promise that I'll get it over to you at Northwest Vista College after the
oh,
presentation ceremony today.
thank you. Clint loved to teach. He loved students. Um, and gosh, how can I say this? When he taught world religions, he said, by the time we're finished with this part, I want them to feel like that they have waded in the Ganges. And he was passionate about what he did. Excuse me.
No, listen, I'm so glad you joined us today, and we just wanted to let you know that we remember Clinton. We think fondly about him, and we wanted to make sure to keep that memory alive.
Thank you.
I'll make sure to bring this award over to you. We're also, it's part of the website. We have a little awards website called the philosophy.awards.com, and I'll
Yeah.
send you a link to that as well.
Okay, thank you. I thought I'd get through that, but he absolutely loved teaching at St. Philip's. Was so glad to have the opportunity and so glad to be on the east side of town and learn everything he could. And um, yeah, it's a historic part of town.
It is, and we're trying to continue that mission today, and we do indeed remember Clinton
Yeah,
fondly. There's more than a few souls around here that I've talked to over the last couple of weeks that when I've mentioned his name, they put a smile on their face. So,
yeah. He's a happy man even still.
well, thank you again for joining us. And again, just one more round of applause for Clinton.
Um, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure, it's our pleasure, Pam.
Thank
And
you.
Joshua, why don't you come up here? You are going to receive the Outstanding Student Award for philosophy for this fall. We're going to actually get to
I forget. Ronnie said there's a proper way of doing that. I don't. Uh, was, good student, but he wrote me a random paper, like not assigned the stuff that was in class. And so he was thinking about it, and it just reminds me of that there are some students who are here to learn to think, the power of philosophy transferring, transforming things. And, he came in already reading Spinoza, which I have not done since my introduction to modern philosophy. So, he's aware of that and made me look more into Spinoza. I'm like, oh yeah, I can kind of see this. And so, I mean, I want to recognize this, applaud him for his independent learning, for thinking, for synthesizing. And so that's why I recommend him.
say a few words.
Yeah, yes, I was reading Spinoza before I joined the class. And, I really had an incomplete picture, and I believe that Professor Jamie really helped me in my personal life develop my own philosophy, and I'm grateful for his teachings, and I'm very grateful for this award. Thank you.
I do want to, oh, there it is, right there. There's his award. Congratulations, Shane.
Thanks.
Thank you, Joshua. There we go. All right, we also have another award, which is when we started to have Fulbright scholars that came to our campus as scholars in residence, we added this award, and it's expanded now over the past couple of years as we've had scholars from our faculty, like the one who received the award in the spring, who was a Fulbright scholar to Mongolia. That's Ronnie Miller. But also now this semester, I'm happy to give this award to Mary Coletta, who is from our biology department. She teaches anthropology, she does research, and this semester, this fall 2025, this whole academic year, she's actually in Germany. There she is, as a U.S. Fulbright scholar to Germany. She's been at St. Mary's for the last 10 years. St. Mary. She's been at St. Philip's for the last 10 years. And this is her carrying the chalice at our graduation ceremonies with the chancellor and with Dr. Lofton, our president. And like I said, she's in the regular Fulbright program doing research. And this is her joining us for one of the events at Trinity University. And she's been actually very supportive and helpful. She steps in. This is her working with students during the summertime. These are middle school students in our science, engineering, technology summer program. And so these are middle school age children that she comes and she does that as kind of, again, her community service. She's a great advocate for that. So we're happy to recognize all the work she's done here at St. Philip's College, but also her work as a Fulbright scholar right now in Germany. So we're just going to give her a round of applause. But anyway, when she gets home, we'll have another little celebration for her. Maybe we'll take her to lunch and have presented with that award. We also have done a lot of international work over the years with study abroad and other programs. And it turns out that we decided to create this award, and this time to give it to Maria Rivera, who is in charge of the study abroad program for the entire district. So she works for the Alamo Colleges district. She helps all 5 colleges in the district work with their study abroad programs. She helps create high impact learning experiences for our students who travel all around the world. She's been doing this a long time. In fact, Irene Young, who's here with us, Irene and I did a study abroad to Northern Ireland, to the Corrymeela Peace Center. That was 10 years ago now, if you can believe that. And Maria helped us a decade ago put together that program. And she's been doing a lot of work, again, with faculty-led study abroad programs. This is a training workshop she did for faculty. Here she is, a global learning workshop from 2023. Here she is when the entire international programs team was recognized with the NASFA Paul Simon Award. This is the highest award that NASFA gives out to teams, to offices, to programs like the one here at the Alamo College District. And Maria's been part of that team for a long time. And here's a picture of that whole team as they welcome Vladimir Narcia. I mentioned earlier, he's our Fulbright scholar in 23-24 from Tbilisi, Georgia. And that was when Maria and the rest of the team helped welcome him here to San Antonio. So this is congratulations to her. And I see Migdalia has also joined us. Hello, Migdalia. There she is.
Hi, y'all. Thanks for having this.
Migdalia was also part of that study abroad in 2015, 10 years ago, that Maria helped organize for us. And all right, so we have one last award, and you're actually, believe it or not, staying on time. This is great. But the Amicus Award, again, this time around, this fall, we were looking backwards. We wanted to recognize Josie Salmons, who worked in our office for, and this is hard to believe, but she actually worked at the college for over 30 years. Josie retired a few years ago, but we wanted to, I had a chance to call her and talk to her about this award. She was not able to join us today, but I did agree to get it to her and take it to her and visit with her. And she was, this is a photo from when she was receiving her recognition for 30 years of service. She was always very supportive of the philosophy faculty, but especially of our students. She was here in the office as the administrative assistant. She took care of them day to day with any problem that came through the front door. And there she is. This was when we had lunch when she was getting ready to retire and spend more time at home with her family. This was actually again from that day. This is her retirement party, and it was it was a sad day because after so many years, but it was a nice celebration. The fact that she really did dedicate her entire professional career to St. Philip's College and to our department and to our students. So that was well deserved. Get in and out, but again, set aside a few moments to thank everybody and recognize their contributions and their work throughout the semester and the year. Thank you all for joining us today. And I'll make sure to follow up with these awards and getting them to the people who, like I said, are spread out from Northwest Vista College to Germany, but we'll make sure to get them to everybody. Take care, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.
No, you have to be on the other side. There's
Yeah,
the camera.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's be glad.